everybody, welcome back to another episode. Today, I want to go and reverse engineer retirement where you can start experiencing the things that you would be doing during retirement today. Everybody seems to wait and think that once they don't have to work for a living, that they can go and travel the world and do all these amazing things. And can I just be honest with you? When I was doing a lot of traveling a couple years ago, I realized that I could not really be away for more than 2 weeks. I would go stir crazy. We need things to do. We need to feel like we have a goal and we're pushing towards something. You are going to want to work even when you are retired. Now, you might want to scale that down, but what I'm ultimately getting at is that you don't need to wait to retirement to start doing the things that you dream of doing. We talk about wanting to spend more time with your kids. Why can't you already spend more time with your kids after school or on the weekends? We talk about, traveling to different places. Why can't you live in a less expensive place, buy less super expensive luxury items that make you look higher social status to your friends and family and just use that money to go and travel? Like, what if we didn't increase our lifestyles relative to the amount of income that we received? What if we just stayed living at our current lifestyle, increased our income, and then used that money to buy our time back to do the things that we ultimately want to do? So I feel like I see people make this huge mistake where they wait till retirement to start doing the things, to start living, right? We all want to add more years onto our life, but nobody wants to add life to their years. So today I want to share with you kind of some of the high level stuff that I discovered about myself and how I started living now. And it started with writing down what I would be doing if I was retired. What's my life purpose? What would I regret not doing with my life if I was 120 years old and on my deathbed right now? And the things I wrote down were I wanted more. I didn't just want time with loved ones. I think that's the big one that everybody wants. I wanted unique, unforgettable experiences. That's what I wanted. So for me, life is this game of collecting as many unique, unforgettable experiences with those I'm close with, because that's when I've got the most joy and fulfillment. And so this idea first started when I was in my early 20s, and I didn't have a great relationship with my brother and sister. They were still in like high school. And I knew I wanted a good relationship. So I would pick up the phone, I would start calling them, and I'll never forget their reactions were perplexity when I first called. They're like, "Why are you calling me? What do you want?" Those were like the first words out of their mouth. They were confused. And it took about a year and a half, 2 years of me consistently calling and trying to ask about their day and how they're doing and wait for them to call me back and show that I was genuinely interested in them. And I'd reached a level of maturity where I was ready to have the next level of relationship that I wanted with my brother and sister. I just knew that this was really important to me for whatever reason. I don't know why. And so we did our first ever sibling trip. And I'll just never forget, it seemed like time would just disappear. Looking at the excitement and the reactions on my brother's and sister's face, going through this unique experience. We woke up in the morning and we rafted the Ocoee River in Dayton, Tennessee. It was an Olympic event back when they had the like rafting Olympics. Like, they built this river just for Olympic competitions. It was really cool. They had these rapids like Humongous and Godzilla that everybody was flipping off of. I remember having so much fun on that trip. We sporadically decided on the way back home that we're going to go skydiving, and that was a huge shock. So, imagine driving and then 30 minutes later you're getting on an airplane to jump out and you had no idea that you were going to be doing that. They had so much fun. I realized that this is what life was about, getting those unique, unforgettable experiences. And that's how our annual sibling trip was born. This is something that I would argue that I would have pushed to retirement. I'd be like, I'll do an annual sibling trip when I'm retired and I have more time, when I've got a better relationship with my brother and sister, when they come around. But I didn't. And that led to me doing an annual mother-son trip. And my mom is a history teacher. And I thought, how could I really just one up this whole thing, right? Not just spend quality time, but like unforgettable experiences. So my mom loving history, I decided to theme our trip every year a history theme. So every year we do something historic. We went to Savannah, Georgia this past year. The year before that, we went to Charleston and we explore all the history and everything. And we're going to go, I think, maybe to Boston next year and do the American Trail. But she loves this kind of stuff. Just seeing the look on her face, she didn't get to travel a whole lot, growing up for whatever reason. And she's kind of like, you could just tell like she's ready, man. She's all into it. And this is just really cool. It's brought us a lot closer together. Again, I've done the same thing with my dad now, and I put bucket list stuff on his list, things that he's very, very passionate about. He likes bourbon and he likes the history of bourbon. So we did the Kentucky Trail one year. We went to Jack Daniel's Distillery. And I just know that this is my life purpose, is to collect as many unforgettable experiences with those that I love, and make an impact on people. Now, maybe that will change it one day, but I feel like these are the things that make me most happy, and they don't cost a lot of money. Sure, they may cost a little bit of time, but there's always a way to do this. A lot of these trips that I do, if I had a W-2 job, it would really just be taking a Friday off and, getting some direct flights somewhere. I might spend, my mom's son trip. And I mean, this is like staying downtown, eating out every meal, eating really good food, doing ghost tours and history tours, spending money. We might spend like 2,300 bucks total for that whole weekend. Same thing with my sibling trips. I think we split stuff, so we probably spend like 1,500 bucks a person, and we just get out and go for the weekend. You can do this with your family. I promise it's not a ton of money, and with all the credit card reward points and perks these days, you can really make something of it. So sit down and decide, what do you want to be doing with your life in retirement? What does retirement look like? Because I can guarantee you it's probably things that you could be doing today. Don't wait for retirement to start living your life. What kind of body do you want? What kind of relationships do you want? What kind of marriage do you want? What do you do with your time? Because I think that's the greatest gift that money can give, is it's the ability to buy your time back, to do with it what you want. So don't wait till retirement. Start living now.